Welcome back to Our Energy Presents Houston Premier League 2017. स्टूडियो में कॉल करने का नंबर है 855-886-6387 एक्सटेंशन 4 और अब एक नज़र ज़रा पॉइंट्स टेबल पे भी डालते हैं. यूएसए ग्लैडिएटर्स लीडिंग द टेबल विद 4 विंस 9 पॉइंट्स. उसके बाद है ह्यूस्टन लायंस, फिर ह्यूस्टन स्पार्क्स एंड ह्यूस्टन रॉयल्स और यही चार टीमें जो इस वक्त खेलेंगी इस वीक के प्लेऑफ्स में. हमारे स्टूडियो में एक नए गेस्ट आए हैं, रहीम. ही प्लेड फ्रॉम ह्यूस्टन ईगल्स. अनफॉर्चुनेटली हिज टीम डिडंट मेक इट बट दे प्लेड विद अ लॉट ऑफ हार्ट. और एक मैच आप जीते भी हैं, बड़ी अच्छी टीम से जीते हैं, इवन दो यूर टाइड ऑन पॉइंट्स बट रन रेट में तो आप थोड़े पीछे थे. तो आई आस्क्ड कामरान लास्ट वीक के व्हाट वाज दिस वाज योर फर्स्ट एंट्री इन ह्यूस्टन प्रीमियर लीग, what was your main objective? और उनका कहना था कि we wanted to give our youngsters a chance and play together. So what is your take on that, Houston Eagles? And how was your experience? With the
Experience has been phenomenal. Obviously, the kind of cricket that we play in HCL, uske muqable mein it was a step up. Obviously, playing against players like Sean Finlay and Naveen Stewart and Sunny Sohal and all these international players, Rusty Tharan and players who have played for US national team. Unke against khilna was a different experience. First week, yes, we did not have our best team in. The outside players that we were expecting to come in couldn't make it. So first week wasn't that good. Second week, we had that strength of additional player. Fahad Babar. I'm sorry.
Fahad Mustafa is the actor for
He's
actor.
actor. So Fahad Babar played for us. We had a very good game against Houston Royals. Very strong Houston Royals, जिसमें Rusty Tharan was playing, Naveen Stewart was playing, Jiskar Malhotra was playing, and to win against that kind of team was a big boost for our team. Chasing 199 runs in 19 overs.
And you played really good in that game too.
I tried to, yes, but it was mainly Fahad. He scored around 75 runs of 35 balls, which was a game changer.
So don't sell yourself short. You did really good. और शो से पहले आपने कहा था कि fix कर दें scoring मेरी wicket. तो
चले, now that you're talking about it, तो मैं इसको official कर देता हूँ कि among all the HCL players, I am only after Sushil in the ranking of both batsmen and MVP.
Sadesh, after all, after Sadesh. Sushil and Sadesh and then.
चले, let's take a caller. We have a live caller. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi guys, this is Varun.
Hi Varun.
Hey, first of all, I would like to congratulate the entire HPL team for organizing such a great event in Houston.
Thank you so much.
And I have two questions for you.
Ji, go ahead.
Okay, do you guys have any plans to organize such kind of events to kids who are like college-going kids? Because most of the players who are playing in HPL have some background of playing cricket back home. Mm-hmm. But do you have any plans to organize games for the kids who are born here so that they can have more, insight into playing cricket? That is first.
Okay, go ahead with your second question.
One is,
yeah.
The second one is, do you have any plans of expanding HPL beyond Houston? I mean, organizing your games in different parts of Texas.
Okay. Thank you for calling. We'll answer. So I'll ask Majid first. So पहला क्वेश्चन ये था कि इस तरह का टूर्नामेंट क्या कॉलेज, मेरे ख्याल से उनका क्वेश्चन ये था, not college but kids who are born here.
Sure.
Can we have a tournament of this stature for those kids? Like वो कहाँ जाए, right? And it's a valid question if you see, because if you look around all the teams that are playing in HPL, it's not represented. None of the youths are represented, even though we have so many academies. But when you go for these money tournaments, nobody even thinks for a second, let's get a youngster from an academy, because they all want to make a strong team. So maybe we should have another avenue or a platform where we can expose and give more exposure to these youngsters. So what are your thoughts about that?
I think that's a good idea. College ka jahan tak hai, we already have something that's running in the US, American college cricket, which is already running pretty much in every city, every state, jahan pe colleges are competing against each other. It's called American college cricket, and Lloyd is the person who's behind this. He's running the whole thing. Jahan tak yahan ke born bachon ka hai involvement, I agree. We need to be more proactive. Uske liye I think humne academies वगैरह बनाई हैं, वो है. उसके अलावा, you're right, to a point, unless we get these kids involved. ये involved नहीं होंगे जो especially यहाँ के born kids हैं to get them interested in cricket. तो उसके लिए जैसे एक दफ़ा हमने पहले discussion करी थी कि if you have a team उसमें 11 players हैं, you can have 10 regular players and then one player could be a youth player जिसको opportunity मिली जाए जो आके वो खेल रहा है team में. So I think it's out there. It just has to be implemented. एक दफ़ा हो जाएगा.
As far as the second question goes, and thank you for calling Varun. It is a great effort in terms of Houston Premier League को अगर हम expand करें, even though Dallas में Dallas Premier League होती है, you know, it's one of the other major metropolitan cities, but if we can have like a Texas Premier League जहाँ पे maybe we can have in Dallas, San Antonio potentially, and maybe other cities and states, but you know, we always believe, I personally always believe as part of Punch in organic growth, you always start something slow, make it strong, make the base strong, make the foundation strong, and then you can take the formula and make it as a cookie cutter or boilerplate that you can take it and just implement it. So yes, inshallah, hopefully our plans maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, if we get all the support and if we get, you know, support and collaboration from other cities and their respective leagues, we would like to do that and expand it and make it a bigger effort and a bigger event. So Raheem, coming back to you, you played with the names you mentioned against them and with Fahad, Babar, Rusty
Right.
and all that. So how was the experience overall? You know, because you play for Houston Eagles and they don't play in Division 1, so the competition that you usually play is much lesser in terms of, you know, the skills, but now all of a sudden you are playing Houston Premier League. So kaisa experience rather your personal
Well, just to correct, last year we did play in Division 1, T20 may we are in Division 1, T40, F40 may we are in Division 2. But yeah, coming back to the standard of cricket, again, you know, it was a big jump from, you know, what the kind of cricket we play in HCL. Again, you know, these are international players. Jasti Turan, he's played for South Africa, you know, he's played for international cricket, 7-8 matches खेला हुआ है. Sean Finlay, he has played for West Indies. So, you know, players who have played at international level, उनका एक different level होता है. So, उनके against खेलना, you know, you get to learn a lot. You get to see how they warm up for the game, क्या उनका, you know, what kind of exercise they go through. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure for all the HCL players who have played in HPL, सबके लिए एक बहुत अच्छा learning experience रहा है. And, you know, I'm sure that will help lift the quality of cricket.
I think Raheem ने बहुत लंबे छक्के मारे थे मैंने देखा था.
Yeah, I saw that.
स्टुअर्ट को गेम
Sean
बताई
Finley
थी.
को मारा छक्का.
डिवीजन 1 डिवीजन 2 फर्क नहीं पड़ता. बहुत लंबे
शॉन
छक्के
फिनले को मैंने छक्का मारा था. उसके बाद अगली 4 बॉलें जो उसने की हैं, उनमें से 2 मुझको नजर आई थी, 2 यहाँ से गुजर रही थी.
छक्का तो मार दिया ना.
छक्का मार दिया. मैं दोस्तों को ये बताता हूँ कि मैंने रसी थुरान को चौके मार दिए, शॉन फिनले को छक्का मार दिया, मेरा करियर पूरा हो गया.
And those are, you know, what are good friends for.
Yeah.
वो क्या किसी को भी आप को भी कहीं छक्का मारे तो कहेंगे बहुत अच्छी है. But
मुझे सभी मार देते वैसे.
right. So I mean, I guess it's a common consensus here in the studio that HPL is a very a better tournament, a more exciting event. So everybody is following HPL, right? Everybody knows what's going on. किस team से कौन. So let's see. Let me start with Bud. Bud, you've been following HPL, right? Who has the highest strike rate right now in HPL? Because everyone is following so closely. Let's quiz you guys कि भाई कौन कितना है. इस वक्त सबसे ज़्यादा strike rate highest किसे? But आप बताएं. And he's kind of misguiding you, perhaps. I don't know, but I'm asking you. Highest strike rate.
Knowing but साहब उन्होंने अपना ही नाम लेना है.
एक player का 201 strike rate है किसका है?
Maybe Jaskaran.
Jaskaran, good answer. I'll come back to that. Highest average किसकी है? 103 है. किसकी?
Jaskaran की.
Jaskaran की. आपसे पूछता हूँ highest number of catches 5 है इस वक्त किस player के हैं?
That would be tough.
We are all in HPL, right? We all follow it, even though
Including wicket keepers or just the fielders?
5 catches.
5 catches?
Yes.
I don't know.
Catches are catches.
But sab right here.
But साहब good answer. Best economy rate किसकी है?
बॉलिंग मेरी तो नहीं है.
We all know that.
बेस्ट इकोनॉमी रेट उसकी है. सुशील की.
5.42. Best economy rate किसकी है?
केयूर पटेल.
केयूर पटेल. Best economy rate.
I think Ahmed Fazal की है.
अच्छा. Best average किसकी है? 103.
बैटिंग में
हाँ.
जसकरण की.
मैं अपना नाम नहीं लेना चाह रहा था.
मैं व्हाट्सएप देने वाला था फिर मैंने कहा यार कैसे.
I mean, I asked everyone और मुझे निहायत अफसोस के साथ कहना पड़ा कि एक भी सवाल का जवाब.
आपने मेरे को पूछा नहीं क्योंकि मेरे को पता है किसका है.
एक भी सवाल का जवाब. I asked you कि किसकी
नहीं,
bowling.
average.
भाई,
हाँ.
I'm gonna distribute.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right? I'm not gonna ask you where do you live. I'm gonna ask you where I live, right? Because you already know where you live, right?
ये पढ़ के भी आता ना वैसे. हमने तैयारी नहीं करी थी
So,
ये.
so best strike rate 201 is Siddesh.
Oh, nice, Sudesh.
मैं तुम्हें बोल रहा
Best
मैंने कहा था
average
वैसे उसने कहा था।
103. I mean, it's, you know, 103 is Siddesh. It's because he goes at number 6.
मैं not out था.
He does not get out.
ये not out
आउट ही नहीं हुआ, एक ही बार आपके सामने आउट हुआ बस.
ये जब जाता है तो 2 रहते हैं, तो not out ही
वैसा मैं
आएगा.
आपको सही गाइड कर रहा था ये
और
Best-
सुदेश ने पहली ओवर पे विकेट भी लिया.
Best catches जो है number highest number catches 5 हैं. I think
वो भी सिद्धेश की
Waleed,
नहीं.
Waleed and Petson are tied. If I'm dismissals 5 Petson के हैं, but catches 5 Waleed के हैं.
Okay.
Our best economy rate is actually a person, and you didn't know the answer, but he plays for your team. It's Jawad Khalid, 5.42. तो बहुत अफसोस
सॉरी
हुआ.
सॉरी जवाब सॉरी
It was just a quiz कि देखें कि भाई आप कितना HPL को follow कर रहे हैं, and you guys are following.
मुझे लगता है माजिद ने strategically जवाद का नाम नहीं लिया है यहाँ
The
पर.
thing is that we're playing, so we're focusing on the game,
Yeah,
on the
but
sport part.
don't you guys go and see कि भाई क्या हुआ अगले मैचों में?
We just look at the top level.
These are top
I
stats.
mean,
These are the
just
top
look at the
line
names.
stats. These are top line.
सही
और
बात
मैंने
है,
सीधे से इसलिए नहीं पूछा कि ये तो सुबह रात को शाम को जाते हैं. इससे पहले ये
दो टिकट
सुबह उठता है, ये ब्रश करने से पहले चौका देता है. कोई और तो नहीं अगर रात को नाइट क्रिकेट खेल के मुझसे आगे तो
इसको
नहीं
2
बढ़ेगा.
ट्रैफिक टिकट्स मिल चुके हैं फोन पे होता है बस याद से।
इसके साथ तो ये कि रात को चेक करता है कि नाइट क्रिकेट ना हो गई, मैं सो रहा था, कोई आगे निकल गया मुझसे.
Mustafa, one thing I would like to add.
Sure, go ahead.
जितने भी हमारे viewers देख रहे हैं, they should know आज cricket info के ऊपर, ESPN cricket info के ऊपर, there's a very good article about
That's a
HCL
good point.
cricket.
Go ahead.
So you know everybody should go on ESPN cricket info and check out that article. It's about HCL, how HCL is taking place, who are the main players, and what we all do. Because Keniko, it's a small league. Houston make league हो रही है, but there are more than 30 teams. There are more than 500 to 600 players involved in HCL. So that articles really summarize what all we do and how we are taking this cricket
Right,
to a next step.
And that's a good point. It basically puts Houston cricket on new horizon, if you will, because कुछ लोगों को शायद पता नहीं जो ह्यूस्टन से बाहर रहते हैं और अमेरिका से में भी बाहर रहते हैं कि ह्यूस्टन में क्या क्रिकेट होती है कि नहीं. But that article actually takes it to new heights and it gives a lot of exposure to Houston cricket.
Correct.
Your team is out,
Yeah.
so now you're free to give your predictions. Who do you think is going to win between Lions and US Gladiators?
I believe Lions have got a really good team. If all their players are available and they all play to their strength, Orlando Baker and
Preston,
Preston Matthews, Adil Bhatti. So those are big names. So
Ashif Harun.
there is, I think they're going to make it to the final. Or Dufra, I think it might
Sparks
be.
and,
It might probably Gladiators would make it to the final again because of
The format.
the format and how their players know each other and the chemistry they have in their team.
Okay. And then who do you think is going to win the whole HPL 2017 championship?
Well, since I've mentioned 2 finalists, so it would be
Ek
one of them.
hoga.
So I think I would pick Lions.
Pick Lions. Okay. You're playing against Royals this week. You've seen Jaskaran in action. I mean, our first exposure to Jaskaran was that Indo-Pak Cup. कि एक बंदा आया है जसकरन ने कहीं खेला हुआ है, लेकिन क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है, हमारे पास तो आफरीदी है, राइट? कुछ किसी को भी बुला लो. तो वो आया और उसने कोई मेरे ख्याल से 150 और माइंड यू वाज अ T20 गेम, 140 150 मार दिए, किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ा. और उसके
नहीं,
बाद
मैंने तो कीपिंग की थी, मैं तो बॉलिंग नहीं की.
तो वो तो एक कैप्टन की स्ट्रेटेजिक
Yeah.
मूव थी, राइट? तो आपको अपने स्टैट्स भी तो बचाने थे, राइट? आपको भी बॉलिंग दे देते तो आप भी उस फायर स्क्वाड में होते शायद.
आई थिंक मैंने
और आपने कैच छोड़ा था कीपर.
नहीं, मैंने कोई कैच नहीं छोड़ा अक्सर नहीं. दुश्मनों ने
उन्होंने 150 मार दिए और फिर उस गेम के बाद एटलीस्ट ह्यूस्टन में शायद अफरीदी तो खैर एक फेमस नेम है, एवरीबॉडी नोज, लेकिन जसकरन वाज फॉर्मली इंट्रोड्यूस्ड टू ह्यूस्टन during that game in Israel. So you're playing against him and he loves playing, he loves batting, he loves taking pictures and which is good, it's sense of pride and accomplishment. But how do you see that matchup coming up against?
I think अच्छा matchup होगा. It's going to be a good competition. We're looking forward. I mean, end of the day, cricket is not a one-man team.
Absolutely.
It's a whole team जो आपको पूरी 11 players, 12 players is what you need to win the game. अगर उस गेम में भी he scored 150, they had enough bowling to defend the final score in that game. So our target is to go after the whole team and inshallah try to win the game.
Siddesh, should HPL happen twice a year?
Yes.
Why?
Means I think the exposure level, as Majid mentioned, we should have it could be like a series. Like if we have rotating and again the same owners come back, it will be a good format. Like we look forward to F40 playoffs, T20 playoffs. that way we look forward to HPL September and early in the year. So, and it's easy for the exposure level of Houston cricket, as Majid mentioned, to have such tournaments twice a year for sure.
You know, coming kind of related to that point, Raheem, a lot of other teams or players or teams जिनको ऐसे बड़े tournament में खेलने का मौका नहीं मिलता या because they can't afford to put a team or they don't get a chance to play, there's always some kind of resentment from them कि यार where do we play? What is ये लोग तो खेलते हैं अच्छा tournament, but we are part of the Houston Cricket League. We are members of Houston Cricket League. हमारे लिए ऐसा avenue क्यों नहीं है? और अगर हम इसमें नहीं खेल सकते because हम pick नहीं होते या हम नहीं खेल पाते, so then what's there for us? So what do you think?
Right. See, there are two things. A, जितने भी top players हैं, they did get picked for these teams because this was open selection. Any team can pick any player. So जितने भी HCL के top players, they are playing for one of these 6 teams. Secondly, again HCL it's a decent quality of cricket that we play all year round. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको ये मौका नहीं मिला तो they're not playing any quality cricket. They do play good cricket, and we've got a really good system जहाँ पे top 2 teams from Division B and C go to the higher league every year. So they do get to play good cricket. Then again, as a team, if you improve, you go to the top, you play against top players. वहाँ perform करके you can play for one of the HPL teams. So even if your team is not in HPL, if you are a good enough player, if people know you, you've performed in HCL, you will get picked for one of the HPL teams.
Right. Ahmed, T20 is becoming an exciting brand of cricket all over the world. Everybody loves watching it. Player loves playing it, and even these private leagues coming in. What do you think, should T20 become, especially in Houston, should that T20 become the most prominent form of cricket, brand of cricket, and we should either slowly try to go away from F40 and bring more T20 in, and then perhaps bring more tournaments in? What do you think?
I mean, if you look at it, not only on Houston, but U.S. market, I think it's the perfect market for T20. I think that format suits the U.S. market here and the players, because you can work all day and then go play for 3 hours, that your game, and then you're done. So I think the traditional 40-over game should be still there, because that's where you learn your cricket. And then these are the T20 format is more on the fun side, and entertainment side. I think it both should go hand in hand. You have to have 40 just to build that base, and then you have to have T20 as well to have that fun and have that competition and that passion and that masala, like Majid said earlier. That's very important.
What are your thoughts? Just a few seconds. We're about to end.
I think exactly. You need to have T20 to create the excitement. T40 is good. Just going back to the domestic level. Our domestic level, Pakistan, India, mein khelte hain, which is 3-day, 4-day, 5-day. But you still need the T20 to create that excitement. So I personally think it should be there.
It should be there.
And that's where I don't agree with Majid. Because season we only have got 7 T20 games and 14 F40 games. So
there's some off-camera discussion coming up. But again, this was a wonderful show. I want to thank all my guests for coming, taking the time out, and in contributing. It was a fun show. I want to wish you guys good luck for your coming playoff. Again, Houston Premier League is a very sincere effort. Houston Premier League, जैसा मैंने पहले कहा कि पहले 1-2 साल consecutively हुआ, then we went on a 4 to 5 year pause, and then it was revived again. And the only reason why it went on a pause, because this is not a one person's job, right? It requires a bunch of people from different quarters coming together and making this a success. This year we have Punch, the organization's backing, जिसमें Munir hai or Ahmed Butt and myself. So we need you guys. If you're a viewer, if you want to come in, participate as a player, as an organizer, if you're a good administrator, even as a sponsor, we try to give a maximum exposure to our sponsors. Come in, join hands. Let's together make this a bigger, better event, and inshallah we can do it, and we will do it. So thank you again, all the guys, and with this, we'll join you again next week for another fun, exciting episode. Until then, Khuda Hafiz, fi amanullah.